guys, this is Honey and welcome again to my channel. For those who are new on my channel, welcome. Today we will be talking about the new launch Natasha Denona Bronze Eyeshadow Palette. This is my first Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette because her eyeshadow is way too expensive for me. Normally her eyeshadow is about 170 Canadian dollars, and I'm so glad that she make a smaller eyeshadow palette so it will be a little bit affordable. Because this palette cost, I get it from Sephora for about $87 plus tax, so it will be about 105 Canadian dollars. But I use my 500 points at Sephora, so I saved $10 for using. She just launched it last week, and I'm so excited to try this because this is my color. This is the color that is safe, that I really like, and for me it's wearable. I can wear it every day. So we're gonna open it together. Oh, nice. Oh, I love it. This is the color that I really like. See it? I'm so excited to play with this color. I love it. And when you turn it around, I noticed that there's a hole because you can poke it and you can rearrange the colors whatever you like to arrange it. So it says here that it has 5 mattes. It has 5 mattes, and then the rest are silk and shimmers. So I'm gonna swatch it and I will insert my swatch. So I'll start with the upper top line. It is true copper. Oh, it is so pigmented. The next one is santan. The true copper is a shimmer. The santan is a matte. The second one is sundown. It's really pigmented, guys. You can see I only do it once. And then the second one is deep dive. The third one is radium. You see that? So we will go with the second row. It's another matte. It's magma. Ooh, that's so pigmented. The second one is high degree. It's closer with magma, but the magma is matte. And high degree is like a shimmery. I'm gonna do it again. It's like a shimmery. The third one is alley. Can you see the pigment? I'm loving this. Even I didn't play it yet. I'm so excited. The fourth one in the second row is the ridge. And then the fifth one on the second row is true bronze. This is another shimmer. This is matte and this is another shimmer. And then we will proceed to the third row. First on the third row is gloaming, another shimmer. Ooh, it's so pigmented. And the second one and the third row is the, I wanna read it clearly. It's a palladium, another shimmer again. The third one is the bliss. Ooh, wow. It's kind of reddish shimmery. And then the next one is silk. And then the last one is beach. Beach. It's another matte. This is the beach. It's another matte. I really love the texture. Like, so this is all the swatches, and I only dip my finger once and I swipe it, and it's really pigmented. You can see how it's really pigmented, and I didn't have regret for the price because I can feel that it's really nice to play. I'm gonna try to play it and I'll show you while I'm playing with it. Okay, let's do it. This is my first ever makeup tutorial due to public demands. Okay, when I do my makeup, I usually start with my eyes. I don't put foundation first on my face because whenever I make mess, I still have time to correct it. So I put a primer on my eyes. So I use the Too Faced. I use the Too Faced eye primer. So you just put a little bit, just like this, and then I just divide it, and then I just put a little bit of that. And then I will set it with a setting powder. So I use the Fenty Beauty setting powder, and then I will just set . That is why I don't like to do a tutorial without my ring light, because I don't have a good lighting in my room, but I'm so excited with this eyeshadow, so I decided to try without the ring light. So I use my Sephora brush and to do I have a hooded eye. For those who didn't know, hooded eye is it is common for Asian. You know, this one, as you can see, this line. So you only I have a very little. So when I open my eyes, if you follow this one, the crease of my eyes, this is my crease. If you follow this, and if you I close my eyes, it seems like I don't have an eyeshadow. So what I do is I make an illusion to make my crease bigger. So what I do is I usually cut above my crease to create a bigger crease. So I'm gonna start with this shade, and I'm gonna put it here on top of my crease. So you just start from the outside. So be careful with it because it's really pigmented. So I just start from the outside of my eyes, and then I will slowly drag it inside, going in. So I use this like a pointed fine brush so I can make a line on top of my crease. You just blend it nicely. The nice technique that I've learned in doing eyeshadow is blending. Before, I don't really know how to do makeup, but I just keep watching those people who do tutorial on YouTube, and then I practice it, and then I just like I'll just like keep improving. And I don't know, for me my makeup is not really good, but a lot of people tells that they like my makeup. So I will just do one eye for you on cam, and then I will finish the other eye on the rest. I use a bigger brush. This is also from Sephora, just to blend this, but I didn't dip it on the makeup. I just gonna blend this and then bring this a little bit higher. Just get from the thing that you put, you just blend it a little bit and bring it higher. And then with the same brush, I'm gonna grab a little bit lighter. I think this one. Well, let's try. So I grab it, and then since this is too pigmented, so you need to tap your brush to get rid of your excess shadow. Again, I always start at the side of my eyes to do the intense on that side, and then after you just grab it inward. And then I wanna grab a little bit darker, using again this brush, the smaller one. I wanna grab this little bit darker because this is the first one we use, and then I grab a little bit lighter, and then now I'm gonna grab a little bit darker. Again, I want to tap my brush, and then you just concentrate on this outside corner of your eye. Dampen again. And then you're gonna make a line. After you concentrate at the side of this, you just drag it going to the middle again. Don't worry about the center. All you have to do is to make a nice combination, a nice blending in this area. I didn't know that the tutorial is so hard, because I couldn't look at this. I have a mirror down here, and when I go look at my mirror in the side, then I'm out of the screen. I really love this eyeshadow. My god, Natasha Denona, I really love. This is my first try and first eyeshadow from Natasha Denona, and it's so pigmented. It's not too hard. So this is now the illusion of how I make my crease bigger. So I grab a light concealer, and then using a very tiny brush, using a very small flat brush and a concealer, I'm gonna make an illusion of a bigger hood, because I don't have a hood in my eye. Because if I didn't make this, my eye looks, my makeup is, when I close my eyes, there's nothing. So I'm gonna make a semicircle on this using the concealer. My ring light is coming on Monday, so that one I think it would be better for me. I'm gonna make more tutorial. See, you see that? So you see so this is my original line, but I cut through on top to make an illusion that I have a bigger, I don't know what's the term in that in English, but in Bisaya we call it tabon-tabon. So this this is so common in Asian. We call it a hooded eye. And then after that, you're gonna set it again with the setting spray. No, the setting spray, the setting powder. So you can use any setting powder that you have. And again, we're gonna go back to the palette. I wanna grab, what is the best for the middle? I'm gonna grab this one. When using a shimmer shadow, I prefer to use my hand because it sticks more than using the I mixed this one, this, and a little dump of this one, these two. I like to use my hands because it's it sticks more. Okay, and then you go back with the same brush. You define this one because see, you can see a line on that. So you're gonna dump again this dark one that we used earlier, and then you're gonna blind it. And I use this one to put because I feel like it's too light on that. See, have you noticed this one? See, I have a little bit fallout. So that's the good thing, that I always do my eyes first before I do my full face. So I think I want to put a little bit dark on the other side. And then using a small brush, I want to put a little bit under the brow using this one. I don't like it. So I finished the other side off cam, and then I'm gonna put a black. Usually before I use a gel liner in here, but it's so intense and I feel like my eyes is too heavy. So when I got this Tati Beauty palette, she's an influencer in YouTube and I love her. So she launched this Tati Beauty, and she has a really nice black here. So since I got this, I don't use my gel liner. I just use this with my MAC brow with my MAC brow brush. So I just dip it on this black of the Tati palette, and then I line this one. I want to use this. This is a really nice palette to play. I'm gonna play this one day with you because this palette also is amazing. But I got it for last year, I guess. So I want to do first the new launch, and then after that I'm gonna play with this. So I'm gonna line this really thin line. Don't make this too heavy because your eyes will become too heavy too. Then you can just, especially with the small hooded eye, I know, not especially with us Asian that we have hooded eyes, don't make this too big because when you open it, it's all black that you can see. But when you make it lighter, so it's just a balance. I'm so sorry that the quality of this is not really good. What an excuse. First of all, it's my first try to do a tutorial. Second, I don't have a ring light. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna put in my lashes off cam, and I'm gonna put my foundation, my whole face, and then I'm gonna show you after. Oops, I changed my mind. I decided to show you how I do my face. So I use the Becca primer because I am a dry skin. So Sephora recommended the Becca primer. I usually put a little bit pump on my hand because we have our skin is warm, so I want it to melt a little bit, and then I grab it again, and then I spread it on my face just like a little bit, not too much. Oh, before I started, because I have lots of fallout here when I do my eyeshadow, so I wipe it with a pad with only micellar water. I always use micellar water. I don't use makeup wipes because for me, I never ever use makeup wipes because it's not good for your skin. It's just gonna ruin your skin. And then after the primer, I use my NARS foundation. Again, I put a little bit on top of my hands, and then I wet my beauty blender. No, this is not a beauty blender. This is just not the brand beauty blender. I found it too expensive, and I didn't try it, but this one I just got it from Walmart and I like it. So I just dip a little bit of this, and then I just dip it like a bouncing motion. I tried not to put under my eyes because later I'm putting a concealer and I don't want it too heavy, because when you put foundation under your eyes it becomes too heavy, and that is the cause that it will make a crease. Sometimes when I have lots of breakouts, sometimes when I have lots of pigment, because sometimes when I have pimples, I prick it and then it become dark. So I need to have a little bit more of the foundation. But since right now I'm not going out a lot, I'm not putting a lot of makeup all the time, so I feel like my skin have rested and I feel the texture is nice, so I don't really need a lot of foundation. So what I do is I just kind of bounce it like that as long as I can to blend all the foundation properly. Behind me, that is my workplace. That is where I work most of the night. See, I tried to avoid this one. A lot of people are telling me why I'm not showing my face when I do cooking, because you know why? I just go to the kitchen without preparing myself, and I couldn't face the camera without, like, I even don't comb my hair. So you can just see me on makeup tutorial, but not in the kitchen, because I'm too lazy to do the same thing. And then after that, we're gonna grab our concealer. So what I do is I combine a little bit lighter, and this is NYX concealer, and then I combine it with NARS. Most of the time when my skin is dark, I just use the NARS alone, but I feel like because I'm inside, I'm not exposed with the sun, so I feel like my skin is lighter, so I just make a line out there. I have really big eye bags because I work so much at night online, so, and then I inserted the lighter one in the middle of it. So I use 2 concealer, and then again you're just gonna bounce it. I think my beauty blender needs to be washed. See? Don't drag it. Don't ever drag it. Just bounce it and make sure that it's damp. You wet it and then you squeeze the excess water of it. So make sure your blender is damp. And then after that, you use the setting powder. Sometimes I use setting spray. I know why I always keep saying setting. Sometimes I use a setting powder when I want to bake. But since today I don't want to bake, so I just used the setting powder right away, so under eye there's no crease. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it off and put my lashes and my waterline liner, and then I'll go back with you. So I just put in my lashes, and then since this is a Natasha Denona eye makeup palette, so I want to pair it also with the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. So I'm just gonna dip it. This is the only palette that she has a cream and then she has the powder, so I'm gonna dip my beauty blender the other side on the cream side of the blush, just a little bit damp. I don't want my blush too intense when I have too intense eyes, so it's too much and too heavy, so I don't want to make my cheek too heavy. And then I want to put a little bit of bronzer. Today I will not contour. Sometimes I contour, especially when I'm too fat now, I'm too big. So I want to contour the lines to make an illusion that I'm small. So this is my favorite bronzer. It's from Physicians Formula. A lot of makeup influencer, because this is really a nice bronzer. So you just gonna make some area of lines, but I think people in the Philippines, they don't like to use bronzer because we love to be fair like white in the Philippines. Here people are putting bronzer because they don't want to look lighter, they want to look darker. So when I don't contour, I just use bronzer to hide my usually I put here. I just want here to make a little bit darker. I don't want it too light. Because if there's no COVID, for sure I'm tan now because I'm out. But because of this, okay. And then after that, I wanna finish it with the Natasha Denona. Again, the Diamond and Blush palette. She has this nice it's like, I don't know why it looks like pink, but when I look at here, it's like a brownish bronze thing. So I just gonna dip again my beauty blender on the cream, and then I just put it all over and make solution of like, it's like a really wet look, summer look. It's not, it's a bit highlighter, but it's a finer, a little bit fine than highlighter. When I have my ring light, I'm gonna talk about my skincare if you really like to know about it. And then on top of that, I use my highlighter brush. This is finer. I like this most because I can control. Then before I use the fan brush for highlighter, but it depends on what you like. So I use this just on the higher part of your cheek, just a little. If you are makeup obsessed, it's so good to try invest. Natasha Denona has a really nice quality of makeup, but I didn't get it. I waited for this to put on sale, and I get the two kinds. So I have two of this. This is the Daria, and then I have another one. I have, oops, I don't want to drop it because it's too expensive. So this is the citrus. So the citrus is a bit darker. So when it's summer, it's nice for summer that you're already outside. And the Daria is a little bit lighter. So I think I'm good. I just need the lipstick. Oh, I just wanted to point out, you know, the eye palette that I used. The eye palette that I used, it's so similar with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. I want to show it to you. Look, side by side. So on top, this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the bottom, this is my new, oh my god, I put it on the bottom. This is my Natasha Denona. So if you already have your Anastasia Beverly Hills, think about it if you want to get this one, because if you're gonna look at it closer, it's really similar. The only thing is, I found that the Natasha Denona is more pigmented, while feel that the Anastasia Beverly Hills has more fallouts. I don't even use this a lot because it's so much fallout. And so far, the Natasha Denona, I can see the harsh because it's my first time to use, and I can see the harsh line in here. I should have make it blend well and more finer, and I make a mess. Oh god, I need to clean it. So I final it with lipstick. I use my Marc Jacobs lipstick. Couldn't see, I'll just link below the name of it, and then I top it with my Smashbox lip gloss. But I always use this Laneige lip mask. Every day I always use it because this is only the lip mask I use, because my lips is always dry, and it makes my lips glossy. So I'm almost out of it, so I need to order it. I get it from Sephora, and this is really nice. I can recommend. So that is the finished product of our makeup tutorial today, using the new Natasha Denona bronze palette. And when my ring light comes, I will try to make another makeup tutorial and hope I give you some information if you wanted to get the Natasha Denona bronze palette. And I will do another makeup tutorial and more eye looks using the same palette. And please comment in the description below what else you want me to review, and hope to continue to watch on my video, and I will see you. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification button so when I have a new video you will be notified. Please take care and see you again on my next video.